In a recent report published by the State Department, it mentioned that Bangladesh government's ongoing counterterrorism efforts have made it more difficult for transnational terrorists to operate in Bangladesh or use its territory. And it also mentioned that 2013, the year 2013, was a good year in that regard. What do you think?
Yeah, we've been very pleased with the level of counterterrorism cooperation that we have. And in fact, I was very happy to have the opportunity in Chittagong to visit a military installation of Bangladeshi special forces, where I could see how well trained those forces are. We actually traveled on some of the vessels that these special forces have, which are fast boats that enable Bangladeshi authorities to outmaneuver terrorists who might try to use seaborne attempts to carry out terrorism. And it also supports a law enforcement capability as well. These are very well-trained and well-equipped troops. They work very closely with U.S. counterparts as well, and we're very satisfied with the level of cooperation that we've achieved in Bangladesh.
How important is Bangladesh geographically from a strategic point of view in that region for the U.S.?
Bangladesh is extremely important strategically for the United States. First of all, we see it as a bridge between Southeast Asia and South Asia. It has borders with two very important countries, with India, which is a hugely important country, not just for the United States, for every country in the world. But Bangladesh also has a very long border with Burma, a country which is undergoing very dramatic transformation, and Bangladesh can play a very positive role as a secular democracy in trying to encourage Burmese authorities to move to an open democratic society that is inclusive and treats all of its citizens very well. And also because of Bangladesh's location in the Bay of Bengal, which is a very highly transited body of water, Bangladesh is also important for that reason. And then finally, there's just the question, the matter of Bangladesh's role as a secular democracy, one of the largest Muslim-majority countries in the world, despite the fact that it has very high population density. Bangladesh continues to grow, to create opportunities for its citizens, and so we see Bangladesh as a success story and a country that is a very important partner for us. Bangladesh is a long way from the United States, but I thought that it was important to travel halfway around the world to spend several days there because I know how important Bangladesh is. And it wasn't just me who felt that way. I had many senior people on my delegation from lots of different agencies, including the Department of Defense, as well as the U.S. Pacific Command. And they joined me because they feel the same way. Bangladesh is an important partner. It's only going to become more important for the United States. And we look forward to continued engagement with Bangladesh on security issues and on the panoply of issues that affect the bilateral relationship.
The southern side of Bangladesh, the coastal area, is prone to natural disaster, cyclones and stuff. In case of emergency, do you think the U.S. can provide Bangladesh with some kind of help?
Absolutely. In fact, we're already providing significant assistance. Some of our foreign military financing funds are going to the construction of coastal shelters, which in an emergency, in a cyclone, could shelter and therefore save the lives of thousands of people. In fact, in Chittagong, we had the opportunity to visit one of those shelters. I believe it's actually administered by the Bangladeshi Coast Guard. It was very well constructed and intelligently constructed. You could see that it's in a very central location, so it would be easy for a lot of people to get to. We understand the vulnerability of Bangladesh to environmental catastrophes, and it's very important that we as a friend of Bangladesh continue to provide assistance to help Bangladeshi authorities be able to prepare for the next cyclone, and we're going to continue to provide that kind of assistance.
Did you meet, apart from the government officials, did you meet other opposition party leaders or people from representatives from the civilians?
I did have the opportunity to meet many people from civil society, not just representatives of the government, as well as some opposition representatives. Ambassador Mozena was kind enough to host a reception for me the night before we had the security dialogue, and I had a great opportunity to talk to many members of civil society and the Democratic opposition. And I was struck by the fact that although there are certainly different perspectives on some of the things going on in Bangladesh, I was struck by the degree of consensus on the importance of U.S. and Bangladesh working together on the issues that I work on regarding security. It seems like Bangladeshis across the political spectrum think that it's a very good idea for the United States and Bangladesh to work on these issues, whether it's peacekeeping, whether it's humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, whether it's maritime security, or whether it's counterterrorism. These are the four kind of pillars of our security relationship, which seem to have a great deal of support in Bangladesh, and I think are going to form a platform for many decades of continued cooperation.
So you're quite optimistic about the future of the relations between the two countries?
I'm very optimistic, and I foresee a lot of continued travel by high U.S. government officials to Bangladesh, and travel by top Bangladeshi government officials to Washington, as we continue to talk about how we can bring our bilateral relationship to the next level.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Kelly. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and it was a great pleasure for me to have the opportunity to travel to Bangladesh for the first time. I promise it won't be the last.
দর্শক, এতক্ষণ যে সাক্ষাৎকারটি আপনারা দেখলেন, ইচ্ছে করলে ইন্টারনেটে ইউটিউবে গিয়ে তার পুরোটাই দেখতে পারেন। এছাড়া ইউটিউবে আমাদের সব অনুষ্ঠানের ভিডিও দেখতে পারেন ভিওএ বাংলা চ্যানেলে। আমাদের ফেসবুক ফ্যান পেজেও জানাতে পারেন আপনার মতামত। আগামী সপ্তাহে একই দিন একই সময় এটিএন বাংলায় আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান দেখার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়ে আজকের মতো বিদায় চাইছি। আমি আহসানুল হক, ভয়েস অব আমেরিকা।